Hello there, class. It's another segment from Phil, the Mortgage Professor, brought to you by Mortgage Alliance. Mortgages are marvelous. So what's the topic today? Well, I've had a couple calls from people who are looking at their first home, and they're saying, we want to take a look at buying a condo. Now, there's some very valid reasons for looking at a condo. Of course, there is that lifestyle presence. You could find anything from swimming pools to games rooms to community centers, all sorts of amenities that might be within a condo. Now, the other thing to take a look at is it could be location, location, location. You're going to find that for the home price that you're looking at as compared to a single family dwelling, you could be within a location like downtown where the action is, location, 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 at a much low cost scale compared to having a single family home. Now, the other thing too is you may be looking at economy. Now, what do I mean by economy? Well, it could be that sticker shock, that price. When you compare a condo with a single family home, you're looking and saying, hey, I can buy at greater value because my cost per square foot may be less for a comparable home that isn't a condo. And the other thing, of course, you're saying, hey, there is a budgeting process that I can follow because those condo fees are going to take a look at some of the costs that are normally associated with single-family home ownership that come once a year, twice a year, once a month. But I'm able to, within a condo fee, budget for a lot of those expenses within a condo. So very valid reasons for buying a condo. But here's the question that I do have for you, and this is a question for you personally. Are you prepared for corporate housing? Corporate housing. When you buy a condo, you are not only buying the structure, the envelope, the place in which you live, but you're also buying into a corporation. Now, that corporation, you may just want to have not only a licensed realtor, a condo inspection document specialist, but you may want to take a stockbroker with you when you buy a condo. And why do I say that? Because condos' values are going to be centered on a couple things. First of all, the bylaws, the governance. You are going to be in a condo, so you're going to have to abide by the corporation rules. That's why I say, are you prepared for corporate living? Now, the other thing to consider is when you buy a corporation, at the time you make your purchase, there is usually management in place. Management responsible for the future of the condo and the day-to-day operation. Now, is your corporation professionally managed, or is it managed by a very competent set of people currently in place on the board? Well, you can always have very competent management, both professionally and currently those people on the board who are owners also. The issue is, what about the future? Will professional management change? Will those very competent people that are on the board right now change? Or will there be a transition towards cost cutting temporarily by getting cheaper management who may say, hey, we've got cheaper ways of doing things that ultimately lead to disaster in the future? The same is true if you've got governance with the condo board directors. You may have competent people now, but what if you find that there's a group of very opinionated people who love to express their opinion but have no clue about managing whatsoever, suddenly take over your corporate housing? So when it comes to condo buying, think in terms of you're also buying into a corporation, so do your homework. Take a professional with you, professional realtors, professional document reviewers for condo corporations, and maybe even a stockbroker. And that is the end of this class, my class.